Okay, guys, I'm going to dig into the Divine Masculine's energy and we'll get into the song Synchronicity. I'm getting hopelessly devoted to you. And there's a part of the song where she says, my head says, fool, forget him. But it's like your heart can't, it's like your heart can't forget this person. And like usually with that whole twin flame thing, your counterpart's always there. Some days it's stronger than others. But for the most part, their energy is always there with you. And the part two where she's like, fool, forget him, I feel like a lot of your divine masculines are realizing that they've gotten really bad advice on the journey, or they feel like they've shared too much. Like they never had a time where it was just you and them. Like I feel like whoever you are, like this divine masculine and this divine feminine, you guys have never gotten a chance to experience each other's energy without interference. There's always been third party energies, there's always been friends and families intervening. Like it's never been a situation where both of you have been in each other's lives and it's just been you two making the call or making the shots or calling the shots. But I feel like that is unraveling, or that is where this is headed. Okay. And speaking of the words unravel, like I feel like divine timing is at work in your love life. That was another really strong message that I'm getting. And it really does pair up with devoted to you. I feel like over time, you guys are going to see how all roads lead back to one another. It doesn't matter how far you two are pulled apart. Your divine masculine, divine feminines, they'll always find their way to you. They'll always be able to pull in your energy spiritually. I feel like you guys are already like igniting the connection again, or like you're spiritually flirting or you're spiritually being playful. I'm going to pull out the romance angels because I'm picking up a lot of energy from this, like I feel like the connection is starting again, but not in the physical. It's starting in the spiritual. It's like you guys are like connecting with each other's energy again. It's starting off as like feeling love for one another. I'm feeling a lot of forgiveness in my heart as well. So there could be like a sense of growing up between you two, or separation for like a set amount of time where you can't run or you can't hide from it any further. I think she says that in the song as well, hopelessly devoted to you. It's like there's nowhere left to run, there's nowhere left to hide other than just surrender to what is. And this is going to be really important for the divine masculines as well, to acknowledge the connection and the feelings to you, because it has a lot to do with holding they're holding back their lives, or they're holding back their creativity in some way if they hold back their love for you. So that's something they could be really struggling with, is like, I am devoted to this journey, I am devoted to this love that I have for you. I'm now starting to see that when I allow myself to love you, that's when I feel like my best. Someone wants to love you, they want to protect you. Divine feminines, like if you guys are with anybody right now, if you're trying to just move forward, is all I'm going to say. Now is the time where many of your masculines are standing in their power and they're standing in their truth, where they don't care about the past. Like they don't care about like how the connection was. They don't care what anybody says about like your connection with them. Like what was said is something I'm picking up on. They want to be the best version for you now, and they know that they're the best version of themselves for you now. They don't care about the past. They don't care what anybody says. They don't care what anybody says about them re-entering your life. Okay, it's like big man thing, The man put any foot down. He's going after you, okay? There's a lot of passion that's it's felt. It's like renewed, and that's why I feel like you guys are flirting with each other spiritually. Divine feminine, you could feel like on a spiritual level, your divine masculine's like sensual energy coming towards you. And in turn, it's making you feel really sexy, right? A lot of you could be glowing in a different way, or you're being guided to, remember when we talked about the preparation energy? Like you guys might feel like, oh, am I being like, called to like, declutter my space, or maybe buy, sexier clothing, or, style myself differently. Or it's like this manifestation of like this passion that is brewing between you two. It's like you bring out this fiery side of one another. Okay. So your masculine ends up, it's like I'm seeing this cycle. Your masculine ends up sending you the sensual energy. In turn, it's felt without any words being sent, without you two communicating. They send their sensual energy to you. You feel it, and then all of a sudden you start glowing in ways that makes you irresistible to them. And then that's when they feel like you received it. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, if okay, I can tell you're receiving my sensual energy because that last picture you posted, like, you know, like you're taking a jab at them. Maybe you wore your hair in a way that you knew that they used to like in the past, or, you know, maybe you're wearing a particular dress, or like, you know, you guys know what I mean? Like you're taking little jabs at them where, like, it's just, I feel like I'm seeing like inner jokes between you two, kind of low key being sent towards one another, you know? And it's spiritual flirting is the best way I can put it, okay? So, you know, it's like you bring one another alive right now, and that's what I'm seeing in like the devotion. The devotion towards one another is showing in the spiritual flirting, okay? It's so romantic, it's so beautiful, it's so sensual, and you two are being called to trust this right now, okay? And what I mean by trust this is unraveling. Guys, I had two things unravel on me, okay? I was changing the trash in like the little rooms in my house, and I had this like little roll of plastic bags with me, and of course I pull it out and then it falls to the ground and it starts unraveling, but I dropped it so it wouldn't unravel anymore. And like I just dropped the, like I let go of the bag. So thankfully it didn't unravel too much. And then I was doing laundry and I had a bed sheet, and I saw threading, and I kept pulling and pulling. I was like, oh, let me cut this because I'm probably going to unravel the threading. And in my head I was like, man, like unravel, that's twice today I've had that experience of something unraveling on me. So I think that divine timing and unraveling is a really big theme for many of you. And you're being called to trust it, guys, because now is the time where like people aren't going to be able to have an input. And don't share anything, okay? Do not share anything on this connection with anybody. Nobody can be trusted right now, hence the trust card. What can be trusted though is the spiritual flirting between you two. Okay, that can be trusted. And I feel like many of your divine masculines may be low-key kind of sending you that message as well. Like, you know, can you, like, you also don't share with anybody about like what you're feeling. Like, let this just unravel with divine timing. Like, let us just genuinely grow this connection, because when there's too many ears listening and when there's too many opinions and perspectives, that is what killed it. That is what ruined it. Okay, like too many hands in the pot type of thing. Okay, so gosh, I'm feeling so much energy in my chest from this reading. I just really need to take a deep breath. Okay, because I feel like a lot of divine masculines, they're excited because they can feel your energy coming back towards them. Okay, express your love. Okay, pick up on the signs and clues. I already know that you're doing that anyway, divine feminines. Like I can feel the divine feminines flirting back in your own ways, like in ways that you know they'll catch. Okay, it says go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Okay, so somebody is out there, you know, coming closer and closer towards you, and it's going to feel like it's opening up that line of communication again. This is going to be for those of you who have not felt telepathy or have not allowed telepathy in this connection for a really long time. The universe is saying it's time to open up your heart. I think that there is, allow your heart to sing, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. No, there's another card in here that says like open up your heart to receive and give the highest energy of all. So I feel like divine feminines are being called to open up your energy. Now, you guys already are. You're spiritually flirting with one another. What else is happening between you two that's growing in this spiritual flirting? Ooh, my throat just closed up there. So keep an open mind, okay? So your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Okay, so yeah, you two are from two different worlds, but it doesn't mean that they're going to allow that to stop them, okay? I feel like many of you feel like it's going to be a mountain to climb, like to reconnect. It's like you guys go in this you go from this very whimsical and euphoric energy of spiritually flirting, and then there is this very dark energy that tells you it's make-believe, it's not happening again, I should just ignore it. You know what, I've already decided to move forward. That's why do not, like, zip it. Do not share this connection with a human soul. Now is the time to allow this connection to unravel in your dreams and through, like, spiritually connecting with one another. Okay, so that's why they may differ from your usual type and expectations. You two both know this. You come from two different worlds. I'm feeling like now your divine masculine is seeing your world, divine feminines. Maybe you were the one who differed from them so much that they ran, they chose another path, and they hit a brick wall. Okay, now I feel like is when they're seeing you as the divine feminines. Okay, you differed from their usual type and expectations, but they've now grown into, it's like tapping into their higher self. They're no longer operating from like their 3D self, like in the Matrix. Like they're no longer falling for illusions. Those things aren't attractive anymore. Like you pick up something and it's shiny, and then when you really look closer, it's just fool's gold. So that's what I'm feeling like that is happening with the divine masculines. They're tapping more into their intuition, and they can pick up on energy, right? That's why I feel like, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Many of you feel like you're not even your masculine's type. That could also be a message that comes through consistently to you, divine feminines. And I'm here to tell you, like, like whatever you think is their type, that is the illusion. Okay, that is meant to be the illusion that keeps you feeling like you're going to close yourself or shrink yourself or not be the most authentic version of yourself. Okay, you are the flame is what I'm hearing. You are his flame. Another one I was getting to was like, you're the apple of my eye. You're the apple of his eye. You'll always be the apple of his eye. Gosh, this reading is just so passionate. Goodness gracious. Okay, what else is brewing between you two? Okay, so we have children. Your love life is being affected by children. Okay, so one or both of you may have children, but I do feel like, again, this feeling of like growth and maturing, and like with the children card, I'm hearing that things had to happen in the way that they've happened. Like children has affected your connection, but I'm feeling like, okay, I don't know why, but if it's like, if your divine masculines are the ones that have children, I feel like this was designed in order to open their heart, okay, because of children in their life, or it could be since you've had children, divine feminine, like their heart can't operate in the same way anymore. Okay, they're feeling like they need to be accountable, or they want healing, or they don't want, like something about children has made your divine masculine open up their eyes about this connection. Okay, they feel this connection with you even more deeply than they did before, ever since children have entered the connection. Okay, so that may not be for everyone, but I'm getting that really strongly there for some of you. Okay, what else can you two look forward to? And there's that playfulness card. So to recapture romance, allow your inner thoughts and youthful. Okay, so having fun right now, okay, just being relaxed and being your most authentic selves and being in that really easygoing energy will allow more clear telepathy between you two. Have fun with this flirting, I think is what I'm trying to say, okay? So I feel like at the end of the day, like you're both devoted to one another, and you're actually seeing that like there is no end to this connection. There's only delays, but I feel like I'm seeing open hands, so it could be like keep an open mind, but like ignore the delays, I guess is the best thing I'm trying to say. Or maybe both of you are starting to realize that the more you fought this or held resentment towards one another or anger for the separation, it's like the longer it kept you apart, or the longer karmic energies around you fed upon that belief. And that's why this time around I definitely feel like both of you are devoted to one another in a very like sacred, spiritual, secret way, where you're not letting anybody in on what's going on. You're just more so like protecting the unraveling of divine love and divine timing. Okay, so this is a divine masculine and a divine feminine who are flirting with one another, and they're not letting anybody see this flirting. Okay, and I feel like that is exactly what has been waiting to happen in order for you two to really see how this connection ends up coming together in the most beautiful way. Like I feel like it's going to feel like that's why all of those obstacles had to happen, okay? Because I do see like a lot of you experiencing forgiveness, understanding, letting go. There's been a lot of static in the way that's tried to get you two to really feel like you're toxic for one another. It's best that you keep away or stay away from one another, but you two always end up returning back to that heart space of just being devoted to each other, like wanting the best for one another, loving on one another. Okay, someone is realizing that like I can't live in a state of mind where there's like resentment towards you. Like this is a masculine who's really having to try to be happy for you. Like whatever is going on right now, I love you and I'm yours. Like I don't care where we are, what we're doing. That's that acknowledgement that's happening on a spiritual level between you two. Okay? So, yeah, beautiful love reading here. I love romantic reading. Okay, I love it for whoever this is meant for. I hope you guys enjoy. You guys take it easy. If you'd like a personal session with me, I'm over at hipsy.com. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys in the next reading. Take care, guys. Bye.